Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live webinar. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use your church website to reach new people, get traffic to your church website, and how Google Search Console can help you take your church website to another level. Are you ready? If you're ready, type yes in the comment section. We are all the way live, family. This is not pre-recorded unless you're watching it after the live. But yeah, we're all the way live. So what I want to do is I have a screen that I'm sharing with you. This is my Google Search Console. By the way, let me know where you're listening from. Go ahead and type it in the comment section. Let your boy know where you are listening from. I would love to know where you're listening from today. Uh, but what I want to do is I want to show you how you can use Google Search Console to see how people are visiting your church website. So if you see here, I got this screen right here. This is the screen. Okay. If you do not have Google Search Console installed on your WordPress website, I really encourage you to install it because it will help you to make data driven decisions. Okay. Now, there's a few things I want to point out to you. Once you install your Google Search Console, you're going to have access to a lot of different things. So let me show you what you will have access to. So I'm going to go over here. Let me, oops, sorry. Hold on one second. So I'm going to go to this screen right here. Did I close it? Let me see. Hope I didn't close it. Let me see. Sorry about that. I closed the screen. One second. Let me just go here, load it up, and then we'll go to overview. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to show you how you can use Google Search Console. Okay. So right here, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click Search Console Insights. Oops, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry about that. I'm going to click URL inspection. Okay. Oh, wait here. Let me see one second. Hold on. Okay, got overview. Sorry about that. We're going to go to full report. All right, let's do this. Now, right here, you see total clicks, total impressions, average CTR, and average position. So what does all these things mean? Total clicks is how many clicks you've gotten from Google. Mine is in the last 3 months. So we've gotten 445 clicks. And impressions is 99,500 impressions. Our click-through rate is 4%. So you take a 99,000 impressions with 445 clicks, that percentage is 0.4. And the average position that we're ranking in Google search is in position 59.3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a Google screen for you, okay? So if I type in digital marketing for churches, okay, it's going to give me some results. Okay, now these are all the results. Okay, now an impression is when you show up. So an impression will be they got an impression. They got an impression. That's an impression. Even though I didn't click on it, it showed up. Now, when you click, that is considered a click. So let's go back over here to the screen. So impression, that means our listing showed up in Google. Clicks, that means somebody actually clicked on it. Now, here is the powerful thing about Google Search Console. It will even tell you the keywords that are making your blog or website show up in Google. So if I scroll down and I click queries, if you see all these things right here, it says top queries. These are all the keywords that people are typing in to get our website to show up in Google. Now, I only have 10 listed, but you can show 25, you can show 50, you can show 100. So let's show 100 keywords. So these are 100 keywords. Look at that. Look at all these keywords that people are typing in for our website to either get an impression or show up in Google. Look at all that. Okay, so let's just take the top 10. Okay, and we're going to go, you can sort it by clicks or you can sort it by impressions. Okay, so if you click clicks, it'll show you the clicks in order. If you click impressions, it'll show you the one with the most impressions. Okay, so for example, online business ideas got 3,700 impressions and 1 click. Now, if I click on clicks, it'll tell me that breakthrough sermon got 17 clicks and 117 impressions. And once again, if we go to Google, these are impressions when they show up, and a click is if somebody clicks on your listing. So this is powerful stuff. All right, so how does this help us? All right, you can see here that breakthrough sermon is causing our website to show up in Google. Not only that, enlarge my territory sermon. So let's put it to the test. I'm going to go to Google. Okay, we're going to go to Google and we're going to type in enlarge my territory sermon. Let's see if my web page shows up. So I'm going to go to Google. Let's just go to start over at Google. So let me go here to Google. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to type in enlarge my territory sermon. Enlarge my territory sermon. Let's see if my website shows up. All right. So we're going to scroll down. Let's see if Pastor Dre website shows up. Scroll down. It's not in the first, not in the second, not in the third, not in the fourth, not in the fifth. Hey, there it is. There it is, PastorDre.com, enlarge my territory sermon. This is a power pack sermon. So if I click on it, right, it takes me to my blog, enlarge my territory sermon. Isn't that powerful? Look at that. That's powerful. So let's go back over here to the page. So Google is telling us, enlarge my territory sermon, got 475 impressions and 15 clicks. Now here's the powerful thing. I can find out the search query. I can find out what page. I can find out the country. I can find out what devices are visiting my website. So let's just go ahead and take this enlarge my territory sermon. We're going to click on that. So as you see here, in the last 3 months, it got 475 impressions and 15 clicks. Let's do 28 days. It got 143 impressions and 6 clicks. So if I scroll down here, it'll tell me the actual page. This is the blog page. If I want to visit it, I could just click right here. Watch, I click it, and it'll take me to that page. Here's the page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. All right. So now, if I go to countries and I click on countries, it'll tell me what countries are visiting my website. United States, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Kenya, South Africa. I got a few clicks from United States on just this one blog, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and I got impressions in United States, Nigeria, Zimbabwe. Let me get some water real quick. 1 second. Zimbabwe, Zambia, Kenya, South Africa, Canada, Philippines, Saudi Arabia, India. So all those places got impressions. All right. Now you can go back up here and you can say devices. You can find out what devices. Mobile device, 4 clicks. Desktop, 2 clicks. Tablet, 0 clicks. But here's how many impressions. Isn't that powerful? Look at that. Okay, so let's go back to queries. So I'm going to clear the filter. We're going to go back to all of our queries. Now, this is powerful. This information right here is powerful. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back to impressions. Now, here's a cool thing I want to show you a strategy. Okay, right here, you can see online business ideas gets 1,669 impressions, but no clicks. So I want to go take a look at that blog and see what I have it titled, because I might want to change the meta description and the meta title that shows up in Google for this particular keyword, because that's what's getting it to show up is online business ideas. So let me take a look at it. Let's go ahead and go to pages and we're going to click on it. Okay, so I'm going to go to that page. And as you can see here, it says the top 10 small business ideas is an online business number 1. So I might want to change that title, because what's causing people to come to this blog is online business ideas. So I might want to change this to top 10 online business ideas or something like that, or I could say is online business ideas number 1, something like that, right? So do you go here, the top 10 small business ideas? I might want to say why start. Here we go. Why starting an online business is the ultimate choice. So that's good that I have online business in the first sentence, because remember, what's drawing people to this blog, or what's causing it to rank in Google, I should say, is online business ideas. So wouldn't it be nice? Let's go back to Google. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go to Google. Give me 1 second. Okay, so if people are typing in online business ideas, then you want your meta description to say something about online business ideas. Because right now, I'm not getting any clicks, but I'm getting impressions. So that means the people that are searching for online business ideas, my listing's showing up, but it has nothing to do with online business ideas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at this blog. Okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to look at the SEO of this blog, which is another level, but just stick with me. So we're going to go to edit post. Okay, I'll explain it to you as I go on. Okay, so I'm going to go to edit post. Then I'm going to scroll down. You need to have an SEO plugin installed in order to do this. I use SEO Press. I can put a link in the description for SEO Press. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go all the way down. Okay, and I'm going to look at my meta description, meta title. As you can see right here, online business ideas is in my meta title. I just updated this recently. It didn't used to say online business ideas. Okay, so before this webinar, I kind of updated it, but I want to show you why I updated for this to say online business ideas. It said something else. I think it said top 10 business ideas, but I changed it to online business ideas, the top 10 small business ideas. So the reason I put online business ideas is because that's, oops, sorry, I didn't show you the screen. Here's the screen here. Let me start over. So if you scroll down, okay, right here, you can see my SEO. You need an SEO plug in order to do this. So here it is. It says online business ideas, right? I changed that recently because remember, what's causing my listing to show up is the keyword online business ideas. So when it shows up in Google, I want it to be able to relate to what the people are searching for. And then I also put it right here in my meta description, the top 10 online business ideas. Why starting an online business is the ultimate choice in the digital era. Opportunities are endless to start your business. Okay. So I got online business ideas here, and then I got top 10 online business ideas. So now this is how it's going to look in Google. Online business ideas, the top 10 small business ideas. So now when people type in Google online business ideas and my listing gets an impression, it's more likely that they're going to click on it because it's related to the keyword that they typed in. Are you with me? If you have any questions, please type them in the comment section because we are live right now. So if you have any questions, if not, I could try to answer them on the replay. But yeah, okay. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the comment section. So that's SEO. Okay, but in order to do SEO, you need an SEO plugin. And let me show you my plugin that I use. If you go over here, if you go to my plugins, you can see that I use a plugin called SEO Press. Now, you won't be able to change your Google meta title or meta description if you don't have an SEO plugin. So there's the one I use right there, SEO Press. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. So now, as you can see, queries, online business idea. This is the blog that's coming up. This is the country that it's ranking in, and this is the devices that's visited it. Let's take another look at another keyword. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more. So we're going to go to queries, and these are all the keywords that's causing my website or my blog to get rankings. You can see here, Victory Outreach Free Recovery Home Cape Town, sermon on breakthrough, resistance before breakthrough, who is your friend sermon, sermons on breakthrough, all these keywords, fresh ideas for church growth. I like that. I want to see what blog is causing fresh ideas for church growth to show up. So all I have to do is click on the keyword, all right? And then you go over here and you click pages, right? And it'll show you, here's the blog that's causing that keyword to have this blog show up. Okay, so query, fresh ideas for church growth is causing this blog to show up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this blog. So I'm going to click over here and I'm going to share the tab. So this blog right here is what's causing that keyword that we found out earlier. And the keyword was fresh ideas for church growth. So what's the title of this blog? Fresh ideas for church growth. So there we go. See? Now let's take a look at the SEO. I see I have some broken links in here, so I might want to try to fix that. All right, so let's go ahead and go. I'm going to go to edit post. Okay, and I'm going to take a look at my meta title and my meta description. I'm going to see if it has fresh ideas for church growth in the meta title and meta description, and I need to fix this broken link right here. Okay, so let's check out the meta title first. All right, so we scroll down. Scroll down. Let's take a look at it. Fresh ideas for church growth, power-packed ideas and tips. Okay, good. Scroll down here. Fresh ideas for church growth, leveraging digital outreach to reach more souls. Here are some fresh ideas for church growth that you can use in 2024. All right. So I might want to update this and have it say 2025. All right. So we're going to hit save. Okay. Now I'm going to check out my social meta title and meta description. So I'm going to click that. And usually I just use the same one for social as I do for my meta title, meta description. All right, so I might want to change this one here to 2025. Okay, and I want to scroll down to my Twitter or X and change that to 2025. So now we're updating the SEO of this blog. All right, it might be cool if I could put a picture here. So let me go ahead and grab a picture, because remember we had a broken picture in our broken image in our blog right here. So we're going to fix that right now. Okay, so I'm going to put an image here, and then I'm going to put an image in my right here, my social. So when someone shares this blog to social media, this image will show up. So I'm going to go ahead and get my logo, my PastorDre.com logo. And it would be nice if you could put your keyword in the image of your alt text also. Okay, so I'm going to put fresh ideas for church growth. Okay, and then I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it in two more places. I'm going to put it in my title, my image title, and then I'm going to put it in my image description. Okay, and then I'm going to hit select. So now we got a nice image, and then I'm going to come down here and do the same for X. Take that same image and select it. Okay, so now when anybody shares this blog to X or Facebook, it's going to read fresh ideas for church growth, and this image will show up. So let's make sure we save it. Okay, now I'm going to go back to where we have our broken image in the blog, and I'm going to fix that. Now, what would be nice is if I could put something like fresh ideas for church growth. So I'm going to make something real quick. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to share this tab with you. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to go to my little graphics program that I have. It's called Promo Republic. This thing is a beast. So let me load it up for you right here. This is, I mean, you could schedule your social media. You can create images and all that right here. I'll try to put a link in the description for you. So I'm just going to go to my editor real quick. And this is how fast you can make something for your blog post. It has dimensions that you can choose from. I'm just going to maybe I'll use Facebook post. I'm going to go ahead and click Facebook post, and I'm going to choose background. And I could just put, say, let me see, fresh ideas for church growth. So let's put, let me see, maybe let's try church growth. Let's see what shows up. I'm not for sure what'll show up. Yeah. So let's just try a regular background. I'm going to put computer. Let's just put a computer, because we're talking about fresh ideas, and a good idea is online for church growth. So let's put this image here. We're just going to use that image for now. Okay. And then I'm going to put a nice background. So I'm going to go to objects. I'm going to put a nice shape over it. Let's just use this shape here. Okay. And there's the cool. This is how fast you can make a flyer for your blog. Boom. I'm going to make it gray. And then I'm going to do the opacity just a little bit like that. Okay. And then we're going to go to text, and we're going to type in fresh ideas for church growth. Fresh. Oops. Let's make it white. Let's make the text white. So we'll put fresh ideas for church growth. Boom. All right. And let's make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to spread that out like that. Go here. Spread it out a little bit. Boom. Boom. Okay. Make it a little smaller. Here we go. I like that. Fresh ideas for church growth. I'm not really a graphic designer, but let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Boom. And we'll change the font. This is how fast you can make a little flyer. So Promo Republic is the beast. Like I said, I'll try to put a link in the video description for you. Fresh ideas. Why don't I do this? Let's do something like, let's get a little fancy. We're going to do fresh ideas. And then we're going to put that there. I'm going to copy it. Okay. And then we're going to put for church growth. a different line. So let's put for church, and then we'll do another line for growth. Okay, so we're going to put this here like that. Boom. Oops. There we go. And we could change it up, make it fancy, but just for now, for the sake of time, we'll do it like this. Okay. Fresh ideas for church growth. You can change the color, however you want to do it. For those of you that are into graphics, you know what to do, right? You could do that. You could do. I like that. I like that. I want to change these colors. Let's just mess around with it for a little bit. Let's try maybe green. Okay, let's keep that yellow. I like that. And then for church, we'll try to make that a little bigger. Okay. There we go. Let's just mess around with it. For church, and then let's make growth a little bigger. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, it's coming along. I'm not even a graphic designer, but it's cool. I like it. All right, so let's go fresh ideas for church growth. And then we're just going to put Power Pack tips, okay? Just to get them to know some good stuff. So we're going to put Power Pack tips. Power Pack tips. Okay, and let's make that red. Make it a little smaller. Oh, no, let's go with white. There we go. Cool. Boom. All right, fresh ideas for church growth. There it is. And then I just hit save. I can hit save. Fresh. Let me see, make sure everything's spelled correctly. Fresh ideas for church growth. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not a fancy flyer or nothing, but it's just, I just want to show you how you can use Promo Republic and then how to add an image to your blog too. So I'm going to download this. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and download that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this image and we're going to put it inside of our blog that's getting traffic for the keywords fresh ideas for church growth. Okay, so I think it's downloading it now. There it is. It's downloaded it. And what I'm going to do is before I add it to the blog, okay, I'm going to rename the file. But I want to show you how to do that. So let me just go back to this thing real quick. All right, so we're here right now, right? I'm going to show you how I rename it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the post, okay? And now remember, this is an empty image. So I'm going to take that out, okay? And then we're going to go here to our blog. And then I'm going to add an image. So I'm going to make a space, okay? And I'm going to click this plus, and then we're going to add image. So let me type in the word image. All right, and we select image, and then we're going to go to upload. And then I'm going to upload the file we just made. It was on my hard drive, so I'm uploading it now. Okay. We're going to make it a little smaller. Boom. And then we're going to make it a line left. Okay. Like that. Boom. Getting a little fancy with it. You can even make it a little bigger, just something to relate to the keyword that's causing traffic. Okay. So we'll put it in our blog like that. Let me click save. I said saving. Am I getting an error here? Looks like I'm getting an error. Let me see. Let me refresh this blog. Let's reload it. Okay, let's see. I might have to reload the image again. Oh, there it is. Okay, it saved it. Let me just make sure it's getting saved. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to optimize this image for the keyword fresh ideas for church growth. So I'm going to click on the image, and I'm going to go to replace, open media library. Then I'm going to click on the image, make sure it's selected, and then in alt text, I'm going to type in fresh ideas for church growth. Okay, then I'm going to copy that. Okay, and then I'm going to put that same thing in title, the title of the image, and the description of the image. And we're going to click select. All right, and then we're going to click save. Now, what I'm thinking is we should even make this image our SEO image instead of my logo. You know how we put the logo for our social? I think I'm going to change it. So we're going to go here, and let's just go ahead and put that image that we just created. I'm going to put it there. So that way, if anybody shares it on social, it'll say fresh ideas for church growth. Boom. Okay, and then we click save. Boom. All right. So there you go. So now, why did we do all that? Because we saw, if we go back here, we saw in Google Search Console that that blog is ranking in Google for the keyword fresh ideas for church growth. So hopefully making those changes are going to get us some more clicks and more impressions. In the last 28 days, we've had 30 impressions and 1 click, which is not bad. So that's like Google is passing out flyers for you to people who are looking for certain keywords. So Google could be like an evangelist for your church blog, your business blog. And remember, this is just one blog. Let me show you. If I go to my website, right, I'm going to go to all my blogs here. I'm going to open them up. Look at all these blogs I have. So that's just one blog. But look at all these blogs that could be ranking for other several keywords. That's why it's so important as a church, please add a blog to your church website, because that's what allows you to bring more traffic to your church website. That's like throwing fishing lines in the ocean, and every blog you write is another fishing line. And you could tell it what kind of bait you want. And what I mean by bait is you can use different keywords to attract different people. So the keyword is the bait, the fish that you're going after. So every blog can be going after a different fish, different lifestyle, gang member, businessman, teenager, uh, whatever you optimize your blog for. So please, if you have a church website, add a blog. Okay. If I could show you one more time. Look at all. I'm gonna refresh the query. Look at all these queries that we're ranking for, because we have blogs over 1,000 keywords. Look at that, 1,000. So I can go here and I can say, show me 250 keywords that we're ranking for, and they're all from different blogs. See, all from different blogs that we're ranking for. Look at all these impressions we're getting, and this is gold, because this tells you different keywords that you can start optimizing your blog for, or you can even write blogs about. Look at this, Christian marketing firms, how to attract people to church. Let's check that out real quick. Let's see what blog is ranking for that keyword. So I click on it, and we're almost done, right? So I click on it, and then I go to pages, and there's the blog, how to attract people to church. So if I click on this right here, inspect URL. Oops, sorry about that. That was the wrong one. If I go here and I click on it, open a new tab, right? Here's the blog that's ranking for that keyword. I wrote it in 2023. So you can even go back and update it. If you see here, there's a missing image. So I could do the same thing I did before. Make a quick image in Promo Republic, how to attract people to church. So there's some work I could do on this blog. It's a little bit outdated. It was written in 2023. So you can even go back and update it. But how did I find all that out? I found it out through Google Search Console, right? And remember, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, even after this live, okay? So you can see the query here. How to attract people to church is causing this blog to show up in Google. All right. Like I said, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. Let's see what countries are visiting this blog. Look at all the countries that's visiting that one. This is just one blog now. One blog, and we have over 200 or 300 blogs on my website. So imagine all the keywords. That's where we're getting all this traffic. You see? Let me just clear the filter, right? Look at that, 33,000 impressions and 150 clicks. That's like we passed out 33,000 flyers. Google passed out 33,000 flyers, and 150 people came to the website, or came to the church, you could say. So let's put it in evangelism terms. That's powerful. Okay, now I'm getting ready to wrap it up. So here's your queries. All right, here's your pages. Now, if you want to see what keywords a certain page is ranking for, you just go to pages and you click on it. Boom, and it'll show you all the queries. If you go to queries right here, click on queries that certain page is ranking for. Here's all the keywords that one page is ranking for. So I go back to pages. Let's clear the filter. You can pick any page you want, but that's why it's so important to have Google Search Console installed and to have a blog on your website. Okay, look at, so let's just pick another blog. We got over 218 blogs that are ranking and that are recognized by Google. So I'm just going to scroll down and pick another one. Let's just pick free rehab centers in Cape Town. So if I click that, okay, and I click on queries, it'll tell me all the keywords that blog is ranking for. Victory Outreach Free Recovery Home Cape Town, free rehabilitation centers Cape Town, rehab centers in Cape Town for free. Isn't that powerful? So I can go in and optimize this blog for some of these keywords. Look at that. Addiction, rehab welcome, free rehab in Cape Town. Wow, that is amazing. So once again, if I could stress the importance of having a blog and installing Google Search Console on your website. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the comment section. I would love to help you out where I can. It's your boy, Pastor Dre, family, and I'm trying to help you take your website, your church website to another level, get more traffic to your church website, and you can use Google Search Console like an evangelist. Come on, somebody. We can license Google as an evangelist because it's passing out flyers 24 hours a day. So if you get anything from this webinar, one, write blogs, add a blog to your church website. I see many church websites that don't have a blog. It's like you're missing out on fishing for lost souls. And number two, okay, not only do you want to add a blog, but you want to add Google Search Console to your website. Okay, so add a blog and add Google Search Console. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the comment section. Even after this live, type them in the comment section. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. God bless you. And I'll try to put those links in the description to Promo Republic and SEO Press. All right, God bless.